Don't let a refusal to learn be what stops you along any pathway toward any goal. You can learn. There is a process to learning. I will now outline the 11 stages of learning. Awareness of the aim. You realize and choose an experience or reality you could be enjoying. Observe models. Expose yourself to other human beings who have the knowledge and practice and enjoyment you desire. You don't necessarily have to imitate them right away. Watching is sufficient at this point. Research precept. Read and listen to more detailed explanations of how to accomplish or create what you desire. You don't necessarily have to follow the instructions yet. Simply immerse yourself in ideas and explanations. Continue to make your observations of your models, this time with greater vocabulary and understanding of details you are gathering from your research. Then, taste test. Try out what you want to learn, or some entry-level part of it. Do this in a no-pressure way. Don't be invested in the outcome. Expect to make a mess of it and laugh about it. Do it just for fun and see what a small part of it might be like. Now you are ready to plan a course of small segments of action. After some time of observation and research, when you feel like at least some of it might be sinking in, then take some time to plan out what it would take to learn or create what you desire. Plan out a step-by-step course that would allow you to practice from beginning levels to as far as you can see at this point. This plan may include getting other teachers involved. What other materials and conditions will you need, and at what point, in order to continue increasing the learning and practice? Divide the steps until the first smallest step is something you could do on one day, today. Then take your first step in the course. Then implement the further steps of the course you've laid. Continue to practice. Surrender to repetition. There will be natural mistakes, missteps, and setbacks. That means that the learning process is working, not that it isn't. Ponder what you learned from the setback, make adjustments in your actions, and keep practicing. Early on in the learning process, turn around and teach someone else what you are learning. You don't have to be an expert before teaching. You will become an expert by teaching. It is most cool if you can teach an actual person or group, but you could also write on a blog or a journal or in a mini booklet or some other way of expressing outward what you are practicing. Even if no one sees those things, if you can't actually teach, then imaginarily teach. After some time of practice and moving through your plan, take a break to evaluate your progress. Review where you've been. Use what you've learned so far to reevaluate and adjust your plan for further learning and drilling within the subject. Eventually, you will come to a point where you feel that you mostly know what you are doing. Continue to increase and refine your skill so that you incorporate all the nuances of it. Continue to teach others. Eventually, in time, you will reach mastery in your ability. So those are the stages of learning. Take joy in each stage of learning. Be lighthearted and have humor as you learn. The time it takes to cover this ground will vary widely depending on what you are learning. It's possible you may learn something where the ground could be covered in a day. Other types of learning and accomplishment may take years to pass through all the stages. And of course, there is a spectrum of time frame in between. It all depends on the skill subject, as well as your personal interest and aptitude for participating in given stages. As the stages of learning relate to the pathway to cash, which this video is a part of that series, listening to the videos of this series and doing the homework is your awareness of aim. It counts as research. It is also a step-by-step course already laid out for you. I will at points suggest specific observations of which you could take advantage. Thus, I have already integrated the learning stages within the pathway to cash stepping stones. However, you now have at your disposal a rubric that you can employ to learn anything and realize any aim you have. For your homework, I invite you to use the stages of learning to learn something. Choose something that doesn't have anything to do with money. Choose something perhaps that you've always wanted to learn, but hadn't before taken time. Learn something you simply would enjoy. Drawing, cooking, or cooking a specific kind of food, marathon running, anything, big or small. Give yourself this experience so that you can come to trust the learning process and to trust yourself that you can learn anything as desired and needed and as you apply the learning conditions. Welcome to the Pathway to Cash course. Visit my channel to start at the beginning of learning and practice. I can't guarantee results for you. Please discuss the principles and actions I share with your financial professional.